Hi friends, welcome to my music discovery journey. I'm Phoebe and I would like to extend an invite to you to join me for this wild ride. I am catching up on music that I've missed over the years. Whilst I've consumed a lot, I haven't consumed it all. So I'm going to be sharing some of my great finds with you on this channel. Please like and subscribe if you like the sound of that, no pressure. I am continuing my journey down the Sleep Token hole and we have reached Bloodsport, which is the final song of Sundowning, the standard album. We will be going through the deluxe versions as well. This is Bloodsport. A lot of people have been excited for this one. Not sure yet why. Naturally, because I don't know what it's about. But Bloodsport seems a bit sinister. It seems like a messy game from the title. We're going to be looking at the visualizer. With the visualizers, Sleep Token released I believe they released one every 2 weeks at sundown at sunset in the UK when this was first out. So that was in 2019. That's quite a cool concept. I have no idea what half the emblems mean, or even all of them at the moment, but it's been fun trying to decipher them, and hopefully I can do a video of this shortly where I go through all the emblems and work out what they actually meant. We'll do a recap and let's have a look at this one. I'm intrigued. So it's 4 minutes and 3 seconds. Notice how, and someone said, Craig said this actually on Patreon, that the length of the songs are much shorter than those on the EPs. The EPs only had 3 songs each, I believe. So yeah. Anyway, let's listen. Is it up loud first? Oh my god, it's not. Okay, there we go. We'll listen once all the way through, break it down a second time.
Roll the numbers. I wanna feel my stars align again, even if the earth breaks like burnt skin and the heavens just won't open up for me. Would you invite me in again? Won't you pay for your arrogance? Won't you show me your weakness? I'm made loving you on Bloodsport. I'm made loving you on Bloodsport. I'm made loving you on Bloodsport. I can't win. I'm made loving you on Bloodsport. I'm made loving you on Bloodsport. I'm made loving you on Bloodsport. I can't win. So let's play. Somewhere the atoms stop fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. And out there, stuck in a quantum pattern, tangled with what I never said. You say it doesn't matter. I wanna be forgiven.
That the emotions got me a bit at the end. That is just he's remorseful. He's putting the blame on himself. I want to be forgiven. There was some really good lines in there. Stuck in a quantum pattern. I made loving you a blood sport. So this was all a game. I made this a sick game. A violent game. A toxic game. Would you invite me in again? Bloody hell. He's not giving back. He's not giving in. He's not calling it a day. He's holding on. But also saying I can't win. So kind of acknowledging. Probably not accepting that this is a losing game. Love is a losing game in this situation. He wants to go back because the start he's talking about wanting things to go back. Let's go back through it again because wow, I'm interested to see the Room Below version because I hear that's a more stripped down. This is kind of a stripped down song, but a more stripped down version. I don't know whether to do that in this video or not. I feel like we'll go on. No, we'll break down the song and we'll do a separate video for that. I might do a double feature today just because Patreon I'm uploading these daily and on YouTube I'm uploading these weekly. So if you do want to see them earlier, Patreon has more Sleep Token material, but there is a premium for that. I don't expect anyone to pay. This is just if you don't want to wait and you want to support the channel a little bit, that is, or a lot, that is the option. But all of this material will be coming to YouTube. So if you want to be patient and wait, this is all going to be posted for free. So I don't want anyone to feel like they have to pay. I also don't want anyone to feel like they only are of value if they pay, because being here, if you are watching this on YouTube, thank you. That is huge already, and that's a bonus. Right, let's have a look. This is so interesting. This whole story, it's toxic, it's sad, and you feel so sorry for him at the end. The piano, it's already emotional. We know that.
I wanna roll the numbers. I wanna feel my stars align again. Even if the earth breaks like burnt skin and the heavens just won't open up for me. Would you?
Okay, that's already a lot. This symbolism as well, this emblem, it feels like the stars have aligned, perhaps. That's what it feels like. It feels more in sync. Everything feels more in sync. Is this referring to old times? Is this back when it used to feel better? Everything's matching, everything's mirrored perfectly. Apart from the top to bottom, there's no line in the middle, but the sides are mirroring, and most of the top down, or it's mirroring the semicircles actually. Yeah, it feels like that is what he hopes for it to be like. Two people in harmony with each other, which hasn't been reality but perhaps that is expectation. The other symbols in the last one was talking about like drowning, drag me under, and it looked like a cluster, a clusterfuck is what I called it, where all the symbols or all the shapes were like in a real mess, and that felt like what reality was for them. This certainly doesn't feel like what it is, or what I have witnessed in this album. What I feel like I've witnessed in this album. This feels like the earlier days when things were good and things were exciting. So that's what that feels like to me. Other than that, I think it's just wanting harmony, wanting peace, wanting calm. The song, the piano is beautiful. The chords and the melody that they're using, it's sad. And we know that right from the start before the lyrics come in. It's a slow one. There are some guitars and drums later on, and that sounds quite nice. But for now, we've just got piano, the bare bones, and that gives it a bit more emotion at the moment. So he says, I want to roll the numbers. I want to feel my stars align again. He wants to roll the dice. He wants to take a chance, go back to how things were. He's so desperate for things to go back to how they were. He's stuck in this loop where he wants that. He can't seem to break away. He doesn't want to break away. There's an addiction. There's a force that pulls him that he can't let go of. Even if the earth breaks like burnt skin and the heavens just won't open up for me. So that feels like even if he is not as holy or as high as sleep, even if he's not worthy of good things, he came from a dark place. We heard that earlier in the album. He was born in darkness. He didn't have a good start. He didn't have a good upbringing, it feels, and this might have been the reason for his behavior. It says, and the heavens went up for me. Yeah, it feels like that he's not getting what he wants. He's not able to feel that good response. There's frustration. If the earth breaks like burnt skin, that's quite a complex line. Burnt skin, it's scalded, that's definitely gonna leave a mark forever. But in this context, no, it's quite poetic, but that's all I got. Okay.
Even if the earth breaks like burnt skin and the heavens just won't open up for me, would you invite me in again? Won't you pay for your arrogance? Won't you show me your weakness?
This bit's interesting. Would you invite me in again? Is clear. He wants her back. He wants this to go back to the way that it was again. He's so delusional, it feels. He's like, would you give me another chance? Would you, please? He's asked this a few times, and it feels like the answer is no. Or is it? It feels like the answer is vague, unclear, and that's also why he keeps coming back. Perhaps he's like we've seen, it feels like he's getting crumbs of attention which give him hope, but they are not enough to sustain a good relationship. They're not enough to make them feel like they are in harmony, at peace with each other. Won't you pay for your arrogance? That feels a bit of a dig. Or maybe won't you apologize, perhaps, for leaving me out in the cold? Not wanting to partake in this like you used to. Would you be remorseful of that? Perhaps that's what that means. Won't you show me your weakness? He wants her to open up. He wants her to let the guard down, or he wants them to let the guard down. I made loving you a blood sport is what comes. My cat is trying to get in. I'm gonna let her in. Okay, now then, let's listen to that part. Actually,
won't you show me your weakness? I made loving you a blood sport. I made loving you a blood sport. I made loving you a blood sport. I can't wear. I made loving you a blood sport. I made loving you a blood sport. I made loving you a blood sport. I can't wear.
I really like the repetition there. It's this is Paul, by the way. Everyone say hi to Paul in the comments. Paul, the girl cat. She's a female, and she's 11. Anyway, I made loving you a blood sport. I like the repetition. It's really ruminating on his thoughts. It's realizing that he, or at least he's taking blame, he made this violent. He made this go to a place that was dark and no longer fun, exciting, I think. But then, like I said before, he says he can't win. Knowing that it's like this, and then later talking about being in a quantum pattern, feels like it's limited to this. Even if we tried again, it's going to go back, it's going to repeat the cycle. I feel like that's what that means.
Blood sport, I can't wear. So let's play.
Let's play. So then let's play is encouraging more of this. Let's play a blood sport. Let's continue. You don't want to give up. You really don't want to give up. You're really holding on. Love how this sounds as well. The visuals, there's a lot of blood. There's a syringe. There's some medical stuff later. There's droplets of blood. There's droplets of blood in water. I think I said before, like, oh no, I didn't. It was in a different video. But the blood in the water, it's thick in the water. You can see the effect that it leaves, but also the water is bigger. It dilutes the blood, which makes it feel like it's not enough. To me, it's not enough to even be enough. It's not enough to make an impact. She really wants attention. It's the water dwarfs the blood in that sense. Does that make sense? I hope so.
So let's play.
Toxic. Beautiful.
Somewhere the atoms stop fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. And out there, stuck in a quantum
is interesting, actually. I didn't quite pay attention to that as such at first because I was still getting over the quantum pattern, which felt quite powerful. But you can feel the passion in his voice, the frustration, the real emotions that he desperately wants to hold on to this. But it's also this acknowledgement that somewhere the atoms stopped fusing. Somewhere we fell apart. Somewhere this broke. And once, when we were in a good place, the atoms were tightly fused. We were strong together. Now we are not strong together. We are not fused. It's so powerful in the way he says it as well. His vocals are so full of feeling. And I love that the way he accentuates, the way he says it, sings it. Yes, I will give you attention. I'm still your favourite regret. He knows that he holds a place in her heart. He knows that he's placed himself quite high of her regard. Even though it's a regret, it has made an impact in some way. He's proud of that, I don't know, or hopeful that that still means something good. That still means that maybe she would come back. You're still my weapon of choosing. We know this. If he could go back to how it was, he'd be there in a flash. If she said yes, he'd be there in a flash. He's not leaving. He's not leaving at all. We know that. And out there, stuck in a quantum pattern. Quantum, so that's like how? Let me... quantum pattern. So quantum is like a finite... It's a limited... What does it say here? What is quantum? No. Oh, I just did something there. Quantum pattern. In simple terms, a specific type of result seen when observing the behavior of extremely small things. I guess it's they are limited to this. For me, this is what it felt like. They're limited to this pattern that it's not going to go anywhere else. It's a cycle that repeats and repeats and repeats. And they can't really break free of it. It also says, and this feels like part of the toxicity and part of the reason why it's not good, tangled with what I never said. Feels like he's holding on and she's holding on to something that apparently he's saying is not even true. And he's trying to justify or explain himself, but she doesn't want to hear because it says you say it doesn't matter. So perhaps it's so toxic anyway that she's used something against him to say this isn't going to work because of something you said. He's saying, but I didn't even say that, and passionate about the fact that he didn't say that. Are you trying to? I don't know. And she's saying, well, it doesn't matter anyway because we're still not good for each other. For some reason, that's what that feels like. Okay. Then...
Stuck in a quantum pattern, tangled with what I never said. You say it doesn't matter. I wanna be forgiven. I wanna choke up chunks of my own sins, even if the sky cracks in the morning and the heavens
the visuals as well. There are organisms, atoms, microscopic views of that to go with the lyrics. I want to be forgiven suggests that he is taking blame. He caused this. I want to choke up chunks of my own sins. That was powerful. He almost like he wants to pay for his wrongdoing. He said, what did he say? When you pay for your arrogance, it feels like he wants to pay for his mistake, his own sins, his own wrongdoing, his own things that he's done to cause this hurt. Even if the sky cracks in morning and the heavens just won't open up for me. Is that even if you even if the sky cracks in morning and the heavens just won't open up for me? It does feel like he's admitting that this isn't going to resolve him of his sins, but he still wants her. But he knows that this is asking a lot. He knows that he's not had the greatest of luck so far. And to be fair, what's luck got to do with it if you've been toxic? The consequences of your actions are actually the reason that we are here, I would say. Maybe that it's too much that he's not going to be forgiven. The heavens just won't open up for me. It's too much that she's not going to give him a second chance. It's too much that the stars aren't going to align. Would you invite me in again? Let me. Oh, okay. He does. Okay. We had a blood moon. Right. I didn't realise that it switched there. So originally, would you invite me in again? Won't you pay for your arrogance? This time, would you invite me in again? Let me pay for my arrogance. As we've just said, he's remorseful. He wants to be given a chance to show that he means what he says, that he wants to prove that he loves her, that he wants to prove that it can maybe go back to a place of good, even though we know that feels impossible at the moment. And you can feel the passion growing stronger. I like seeing the blood moon as well. It's blood related. Open up my veins, you invite me in again. Let me pay for my arrogance. Won't you show me your weakness? I'm made loving you, I'm bloodsport. I'm made loving you, I'm bloodsport. I'm made loving. It was weird, that hand there. That was quite violent. Just like Paul, sometimes she gets a bit overstimulated and then she runs off. Just the repetition of this again, reiterating that he knows what happened, what caused it. And then I love the more instruments coming in, making it more dramatic. This hand that we see. It does stop abruptly, that note. It doesn't. He doesn't let it just die out. Almost like trying to compose himself a bit more. That gets you at the end. No matter how toxic this whole thing is, you feel that pain, you feel that extreme sadness, that desperation in his voice, that he so desperately wants to be back to better times. And it gets you because you really feel that. I'm interested to see what the room below is like. And then he repeats the somewhere the atoms stop fusing. I'm still your favourite regret. You're still my weapon of choosing. Holding on to it, but really, that it got more dramatic. It got more. There was more feeling. There was more desperation and sadness, an intense sadness. The guitars kicked in, the drums kicked in. It was really powerful. And then it stripped away towards the end for him crying. That feels real. That feels like it's come from the heart. And if it hasn't, it's good acting. Wow. But it feels deeper. It does feel deeper. I really am interested to. Oh, it even shows actually. It's right there. I'm gonna play that in a sec, and I'll do another video, and that will be coming out later today. In a few hours. Ugh. I also like the intensity where he is saying somewhere the atoms stop fusing. The background, the backing vocals repeat the chorus. I made loving you a blood sport. I made loving you a blood sport. I made loving you a blood sport. I can't win. They were around those lyrics. Somewhere the atoms stop fusing. I'm still your favorite regret. That had I made loving you a blood sport in the background, and then you're still my weapon of choosing was I can't win. It's like he still picks her, but they're reminding us in the background you can't win. That's what that feels like. Wow. I'm gonna cry in the room below version, aren't I? We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you to anyone on Patreon. I really appreciate that. Thank you to anyone on YouTube. I really appreciate that. Every little helps. If you're listening right now, you are part of a very small percentage who are. So thank you. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I feel like this was probably, it's always the one that you're listening to at the present time, but I feel like that was my favourite. It's just sad. Acknowledging what happened, wanting so desperately to get back to a place that was good, but also acknowledging that feels quite unlikely. Damn. I'll see you for the next one. Take care. See you soon. Bye.